Children, hope everything is fine by the grace of Almighty and keeping yourself healthy and safe. Let us start the sixth session, conclusion of chapter 14, National Movement in India, Partition and Independence 1939 to 1947. Let us start. Today we'll learn about the Viceroy Mountbatten, emergence of two new nations, migration of people, reasons for the assassination of Mahatma Gandhi, and the process of integration of states. Let us start. In February 1947, Mountbatten replaced Wavell and he became the viceroy. When Mountbatten became a viceroy, he tried to make a negotiation or settlement between the Congress and Muslim League. So they have started the last round of talks to find a solution whether the India will be united or it should be get partitioned on the religious basis. The talks has keep on, but it was failed. And at last, he announced that British India would become freed, but also it would be divided into two. Muslim majority areas of Punjab, Northwest Front provinces, Sindh, Balochistan, and East Bengal would be a part of new state of Pakistan and the transfer of power done on 14th August 1947. India got independence on 15th August 1947 because this was the only workable solution to end the riots and bloodshed and hatred that people were filled with. And they have find out that unless until they divide it, they'll be having some permanent solution that it should be divided the nation into two on the religious basis. Now that a Muslim nation, Pakistan, was created, a painful and unimaginable situation arose for many people. And the migration has been started. Not all the people wanted this partition. Not all the people understood that why this was happening. They felt anger and hatred against each other and for being forced to move out of their homes, villages, and cities. Imagine children, around 1.5 crore people, both Hindus and Muslims, were displaced during the migration. They felt anger and hatred against each other for being forced to move out from their homes and all that, and they started killing, looted, and burnt each other. Between 2 to 5 lakh people, both Muslims and Hindus, were killed. Some were became refugees, lived in relief camps, and traveled on trains to find shelters. But Mahatma Gandhi ji was not dream for such type of freedom, and he was dream for a Swaraj where all the community people will be living all together. So he was so hurt, and the father of the nation fasted, and he did not celebrate on the first Independence Day. At the initiative of Gandhiji and Nehru, Congress now passed a resolution on the rights of minorities. Congress party had never accepted the two nation theory, and it always called that India is a land of many religions and many races and must remain so. Assassination of Mahatma Gandhi. An unsuccessful attempt on his life made 2 days before his actual assassination. It was on 28th January 1948 when Mahatma Gandhi ji was busy in trying to bring a peace to return Nohkali. Nohkali is a place in Bengal where they're having a more bloodshed and all that. So he was busy in a peaceful, try to become a peaceful meetings, and they're having the religious meetings. At that first attempt, he said that if I am to die by the bullet of a madman, I must do so smiling. There must be no anger within me. God must be in my heart and on my lips. And finally, less than 6 months after independence, on the evening of 30th January 1948, Gandhiji was shot with 3 bullets while going for his all religion prayer meeting. Before dying, Gandhiji said he is a pious soul, he was a pious soul, he was just always having faith in a God. So his last words were, Hey Ram. His assassin, Nathuram Godse, ran off from the scene of crime and he was arrested in Bombay. Nathuram Godse was once a member of Hindu Mahasabha, and because of his actions, many became against this organization. And consequently, on 14th February 1948, all India Hindu Mahasabha decided to suspend its political work and concentrate on real organizational work, integration of states. Now, after getting the independence, one of the most important question and the process has been started, that how to integrate the states. There were around 550 princely states. Princely states means it is under the control of the Britishers, and the zamindars and the nawabs, they are enjoying some sovereignty under the British power. As the British were going to withdraw from India, these princely states going to become independent. The ordinary people of the princely states had become aware of democratic rights through participation in Praja Mandal movements. They are aware that they are also having a right to have their own sovereignty. They can choose to which form of government. So the Congress also supported the movements of the people of the princely states and declared that they should join India in making the new constitution of the country. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was given charge of this matter in July 1947. He began discussions with the princes about the necessity to join India. Even he made very clear to all the princely states that if they did not do so, the army would have to send to complete the process of unification. By 15th August 1947, all states except Kashmir, Hyderabad, and Junagadh had agreed to sign the instrument of accession with India. It means at the same time they did not agree, but within couple of years they are going to join the India. The government of these, you can see in this slide, there is the map of, this is a map of Kashmir where they are having independent. Here they are having a ruler. India, in Junagadh they are having princely state. They are having Nizams at Hyderabad state. The government of these princely states were taken over and the princes were given pension funds called privy purse to make their personal expenses. Children, this is very important question for 1 mark. So I'll repeat. The government of these princely states were taken over and the princes were given pension funds. They are getting the funds, they are getting some finance called as privy purse to make their own expenses. The first phase of this process of creating the new states of India went on till 1956. But in 1971, the government of India abolished the privy purses and titles used by the former princely families. Let us have a quick recap. We understood about the partition and the migration, reasons for the assassination of Gandhiji, the process of integration of states. Children, by this session we are going to end. So please go through with all the videos, and before ending we are having home assignment also. So you have to locate these given places on the India map. You have to locate Kashmir, Hyderabad, Junagadh, Bengal and Travancore. Hope all of you have understood this chapter. Please keep watch the video from first till 6th, then you can be easily understand the concept which we have covered in a chapter 14. Thank you.